Tougher penalties, stronger security, and a whole lot of pushback. Tonight on Our News.
Today in Parliament, lawmakers debate a bill they say will strengthen border protection and deepen international cooperation. I'm Delvardo Emmanuel. Stay tuned to Our News for the details.
Also, a shocking discovery on Gladstone Road this morning after a motorist stumbles on a man's body just feet away from the roadway. Plus, ticket sales for Junkanoo kicked off with a few technical problems, leaving some users locked out of the app. Tonight, Alive explains the glitch and how the issue was resolved. Then in Our News at 7:30, migrant smuggling comes back into focus with a clear chant this morning.
5 days after the Coalition of Independents gathered downtown to protest against the new smugglers bill, members of the Free National Movement are joining the chorus. Stay tuned to Our News tonight for more details.
Our News live at 7 starts right now.
Lawmakers debating the smuggling of migrants bill, legislation the Davis administration say will strengthen border protection and deepen international cooperation.
Welcome to Our News live at 7. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Kendino Knowles. As you heard there from our Delvardo Emmanuel, lawmakers were back in the House of Assembly today debating major changes they say will crack down on migrant smuggling. Government says the new bill will strengthen border security and impose tougher penalties, but the proposed bill has sparked controversy. Both the Free National Movement and Coalition of Independents have been critical. And we go back to our Delvardo Emmanuel, who was at the lower chamber today.
Lawmakers debating the smuggling of migrants bill, legislation the Davis administration say will strengthen border protection and deepen international cooperation. But in recent weeks, it's gotten pushed back.
It sets out who can be charged for smuggling. Right? It establishes serious penalties. It sets out what I call the conduct or the activity engaged in by persons that could amount to smuggling.
Prime Minister Philip Davis clarifying concerns surrounding the proposed Smuggling of Migrants Bill 2025 in the House of Assembly today. Originally tabled in October, the legislation aims to strengthen border security, reduce human smuggling activity in the Bahamas, and close existing gaps within the current legislative framework. But following consultation and negative feedback, and Leader of Government Business, Wayne Munro, revealed that Section 11, which speaks to the immunity from prosecution of smuggled migrants, would be removed.
Prosecution under this Act could only be for an offence under this Act. And if one looks at all of the offences committed, none of them can be committed by a migrant. We've heard the outcry. This is a responsive government.
The bill introduces tougher penalties, including fines up to $300,000 and prison terms of as many as 15 years for individuals who procure false documents for migrants or who assist, transport, conceal, or otherwise facilitate their illegal entry or movement. During his rebuttal, Opposition Leader Michael Pintard called the bill unsafe as he points out gaps within the bill.
Our difficulty is not with the section of the bill that criminalizes a smuggler. We support that. What we do not support is that the bill does not address the issue of the person who they say are a victim who is being smuggled. We say when you pay the smuggler who is to be criminalized, you are seeking to again circumvent the laws of this country.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Delvardo Emmanuel.
All right, thanks for that, Delvardo. Meanwhile, the Coalition of Independents claiming a small victory tonight after Leader of Government Business in the House, Wayne Munro, announced that Section 11, the clause that deals with immunity from prosecution for smuggled migrants, is being removed from the bill. COI members who protested last week say they believe their pressure forced the change, but they're still not satisfied, insisting the Davis administration should kill the bill altogether. Leader Lincoln Bain spoke to reporters outside Parliament as debate continued.
First, they denied it, but of course, we now see that what we were saying was true because they decided to move it. We have a problem with the real problem with this bill, and that is this part that references asylum and that references non-refoulement. All right, non-refoulement. And so we have a problem with that part of it. The government has decided to remove the parts that deal with decriminalizing, but they're not budging on the asylum part and the non-refoulement part.
And the Free National Movement also taking issue with the bill. Party supporters marched to the House of Assembly this morning to speak out. They too have significant concerns about several provisions of the bill. But COI Chairman Charlotte Green had this to say.
Michael Pintard, yes, leader of the Free National Movement. This bill started with you, your administration in 2018. We are not stupid, Mr. Pintard. You call for a protest, but you sit in the House of Parliament where you can debate and kill the bill. Yes. We are not fools. Do not bring and call for our Bahamian people to come out in Parliament when you have the power to argue, fight, and kill the bill.
All right, and we'll have more from the Free National Movement outside of the House of Assembly today, coming up in our news at 7:30. A shocking discovery on Gladstone Road early this morning after a motorist on their route spotted a man's lifeless body just feet away from the busy roadway. The driver immediately called 911, alerting police to the gruesome find. Police Press Liaison Officer Chief Superintendent Sharia King briefed reporters at the scene, saying the call came in just after 7 a.m.
When officers arrived on scene, officers discovered an adult male who it appears to be in his early 20s with injuries to the head. We cannot say right now what caused these injuries, but we do suspect foul play in this matter.
And when it comes to possible leads in the case, the chief superintendent was asked whether there was any closed-circuit television in the area and if the victim matches the description of anyone currently reported missing.
If those are available, we'll be using all resources to assist us in this investigation. And again, I'm asking the general public, if you have any information as far as how this body got to this area, to please contact the police to assist us in our investigation. We will be checking to make certain that none of the missing persons that we previously was alerted to, or we send out flyers, that they do not match this individual. However, at this present time, it does not appear so.
The Court of Appeal is backing a Supreme Court decision to deny bail to an alive technician accused in what prosecutors call a revenge murder. Devan Brennan is charged with the January 26th killing of Valeria Sands on Finlayson Street, a shooting believed to be retaliation for the murder of Kemp Road gang figure Mario Brown earlier that same day. Prosecutors allege Brennan driving an alive van was part of a 4-vehicle convoy that left Kemp Road, and that members of that convoy fired shots at several locations along the way, including Finlayson Street. Men from one of the vehicles allegedly got out and opened fire on a group of men in a yard. Sands, who was asleep in a car with her days-old newborn, was fatally shot during the barrage. And tickets went on sale this morning for the 2025 National Junkanoo Parades, but not without a few glitches. Users were not able to access the Alive's event app and purchase tickets, but the issue was resolved and customers were able to purchase tickets for both Boxing and New Year's Day Junkanoo Parades online and in store. Alive Senior Communications Coordinator Taja Longley says how you can purchase your tickets and how Alive is keeping the process smooth for everyone.
So we did have an issue for about an hour or two this morning where people weren't able to get onto the accounts, but we've since resolved that. The lines have cleared inside the stores. People are getting served. People are getting tickets. There are still tickets available. So now's the time. Go on the Alive Events app and you should be able to have a smooth experience and get your Junkanoo tickets. So our teams are still on and actively monitoring the situation. We are always on and always working for the people. We just want to reassure that we have eyes on everything. We have eyes on the situation to make sure that everything goes smoothly from here on out.
All right, and if you still haven't gotten your Junkanoo tickets, there's still a good chance to secure your spot. Rawson Square may be sold out, but 3,200 seats are still available for Boxing Day. That's about 40% of all seats. Total seats, 8,056. And if you're aiming for New Year's Day, you're in even better shape. We understand that 80% of seats are still up for grabs. You can purchase tickets online with a credit card or in-store if you're planning on paying with cash. All right, we've got much more to get to tonight, but for now, it's time for your first look at temperatures. Meteorologist Greg Thompson is standing by in the Weather Center. Greg?
Yeah, thanks, Kendun, and a happy Monday evening, everybody. A beautiful evening on the outdoors right now across most of the Northwest Bahamas, exception being the extreme northern. I will show that in a short part, but that's another look at that roundabout down there at Blue Hill Road and East Street near the Teachers' Salary Workshop area. Lights, pretty lights. Christmas is around the corner. We will continue to spruce things up out there on the street, so if you happen to be out there, go out there and enjoy. Right now it's 79 degrees outside our studios with a few clouds. The winds out of the west, they have picked up in speed, 15 miles per hour. Your feel-like temperature is at 77. Temperatures right now around the Family of Islands, we are in the mid to upper 70s, 76 in Freeport, Grand Bahama, 77 in Marsh Harbor, Abaco, and you guys have some showers and thunderstorms nearby. Allenstown, Bimini, 78, Great Harbor Key, as well as Governor's Harbor, also 78 there, 79 in Nicholstown, Andros, and here in the capital. Central Bahamas, 79, Kemps Bay, 78, Black Point, Exuma, string of 77s, Arthurstown, Kid Island, Georgetown, the Exumas, Deadman Key, Long Island, as well as in Port Nelson, Rumkey, Coburn Town, San Salvador, 76, and in the Southeast Bahamas, 77, Duncan Town, Ragged Island, Colonel Hill, Cricket Island, 78, Delectable Bay, Abrahams Bay, Meguana, 79, 80 in Matthew Town, Inagua, and our good neighbors to the Southeast, Turks and Caicos Islands. You round out our temperature profile at 82. Satellite and radar composite. Frontal boundaries, a couple of them moving across the South Florida area as well as into the Northwest Bahamas. The first one pulling out towards the east and away from us. Most of the activity happened earlier this morning. And then we have the second boundary moving into Grand Bahama, the Abaco, as well as the Bimini area. Some showers and isolated thunderstorms with that. There's also another boundary behind that across Central Florida. That one should get near by late tomorrow and into Wednesday, bringing us a slight cool down for Thursday. But we expect some showers and some isolated thunderstorms with this. Once those boundary goes through, by the end of the week, much improved conditions. We're looking for another boundary expected to get here by the end of the weekend and into early next week. That's your first look at weather. Stick with us. A look at your extended forecast is still to come.
Coming up in sports, we wrap things up here in Philly with another historic Bahamian matchup. This time, it's VJ versus DA.
Hey, Greg Thompson here, and thank you for watching. Be sure to hit that follow button. And if you want to see more content like this, follow all of our news social media pages. And hey, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you never miss out on the top stories from the team you already trust.
"2025 has been a year to remember.
Fire trucks racing to the scene of the massive blaze.
This continued for more than 20 minutes as police officers tried to patrol.
Protesters had marched from Market Street and waited in the hot sun for hours. Well, I'm certainly standing in it.
As I came out, the wind just picked up even more like it was a tornado.
Join us on December 28th at 8 p.m. for our news Year in Review 2025.
NFL season is back, and Cable Bahamas is bringing the action straight to you.
Okay, so I take it from here. This season, Cable Bahamas is the Bahamas' #1 NFL provider. More games than ever before. With any live fiber infinite bundle, Trio or Trio Plus, you unlock Thursday Night Football, Sunday Ticket in 4K, and every highlight that matters. Just opt in the Sports X for $5 a month.
And don't miss a touchdown. Sign up now.
Watch Thursday Night Football exclusively with the Rev and the Live Fiber on channel 747 and 748.
Welcome to Our Sports at 7, presented by 10th Year Seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. Let's do show. Midway in the second quarter, VJ Edgecombe finished an and one over DeAndre Ayton. A few plays later, Ayton got revenge with a block over VJ. DA won the battle. The Lakers won the war. Ayton finished with a double-double, 14 points and 12 boards. Edgecombe scored 15 with 5 boards, and the Lakers took the 112-108 win at the Xfinity Mobile Arena. Ayton shot 7 for 7 from the field and became the first starter in franchise history to have a double-double, a perfect shooting night from the field, and no turnovers. It was the first time the Bahamian national team members have met in the NBA, and Ayton said he came away impressed with the growth of the rookie guard. Edgecombe appeared to be released from his minutes restriction, recovering from a calf strain, and played 38 minutes in the loss. We've seen everything from ridiculous blowouts to one-run finishes, but it all comes down to what Team Bahamas does between the lines tonight at the Andre Rogers National Stadium. The Bahamas will face Curacao tonight with a spot in next year's Central American and Caribbean Games on the line. Game time is set for 7 p.m. and admission is free to all. Sunday night, they advanced with a 2-1 win over St. Martin. In a pitcher's duel, Chavez Fernando went 3 2/3 innings and finished with 4 strikeouts, including the final out. Tied 1-1 after the first, Veron Charlton broke through in the 5th inning and scored the go-ahead run on a wild pitch. The first indoor meet of the season is in the books, and Zion Campbell had the kind of start that makes you think this year is going to be something to remember. At the M-City Classic in Minnesota, Campbell lit up the track and won the 60 in 6.59 seconds, a new facility record at the University Fieldhouse. The leadoff leg on last year's All-American 4x1 team, he also equaled the qualifying standard for next March's World Indoor Championships in Poland. That'll do it for our sports. Stay tuned to our news at 7:30 for details on these stories and more.
When our news comes back from the break, we turn our spotlight to stories making headlines across the world as a new twist in the fight to buy Warner Brothers Discovery. We'll tell you Paramount's hostile bid to beat out Netflix. Plus, the moment a 7.6 earthquake hits Japan, caught on surveillance cameras. And China's Navy hospital on a 12-day mission in Jamaica. We'll tell you the latest in the recovery efforts post-Hurricane Melissa when our news returns.
Yo, what's good, my loyal viewers? Ronaldo Dorset of 10YS here. First of all, thanks so much for watching, but be sure to hit that follow button. If you'd like to see more content like this, follow all of the R News social media pages, and of course, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you never miss out on the top stories from the team, well, from the teams you already trust.
"2025 has been a year to remember."
Fire trucks racing to the scene of the massive blaze.
This continued for more than 20 minutes as police officers tried to control the
Protesters had marched from Market Street and waited in the hot sun for hours. Well, I'm certainly standing in it. And
as I came out, the wind just picked up even more like it was a tornado.
Join us on December 28th at 8 p.m. for our News Year in Review 2025.
It only takes a second for things to go wrong. Are you prepared? Don't become a statistic. Follow these simple rules. Leave early, obey road signs, wear seatbelts, invest in hands-free devices, and don't drink and drive. I'm Inspector Gerard Cum of the Royal Bahamas Police Force, reminding you that road safety is no accident.
It's more than a podcast. It's a movement. This is Breaking the Silence with Junior Clovis, where conversations we avoid finally have a place to breathe. Every story, every struggle, every breakthrough is brought to light, unfiltered and unspoken until now. Join us this Sunday at 2 p.m. as we confront the topics that matter, share real experiences, and change the conversation around mental health together. Watch, listen, break the silence.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable.
This is our news. Welcome back. We turn our attention now to stories making headlines across the world. A new twist in the fight to buy Warner Brothers Discovery tonight as Paramount Skydance launches a hostile bid to beat out Netflix. Paramount is offering $30 a share, valuing the company at more than $108 billion. That's far higher than Netflix's expected $83 billion deal announced last week. The bid comes amid growing political attention, with President Donald Trump saying there could be a problem with a Netflix takeover because of competition concerns. Paramount says Its offer would be easier for regulators to approve, while industry analysts warn either deal will face serious scrutiny. Shares of Warner Brothers and Paramount jumped today, while Netflix stock fell. A powerful magnitude 7.6 earthquake rocked northeast Japan late Monday, triggering tsunami warnings and urgent evacuations. The quake struck around 11:15 p.m. with waves up to 50 centimeters already hitting several ports. The epicenter was about 80 kilometers offshore at a depth of 50 kilometers. The Japan Meteorological Agency says waves could reach up to 3 meters along parts of the northeast coast. The Prime Minister says a government response team now assessing damage and supporting evacuations. The United Nations sounding the alarm tonight, slashing its global aid appeal in half after a major drop in donor funding. The UN says it now needs $23 billion for 2025, down from $47 billion, leaving tens of millions without help as humanitarian crises grow. Aid Chief Tom Fletcher calls the cuts brutal, saying agencies are overstretched, underfunded, and under attack. Fletcher says they are only targeting help now for 87 million people. The biggest single appeal, $4 billion for Gaza, where nearly all 2.3 million residents are dependent on aid. Other major priorities include Sudan and Syria, as donor support hits its lowest level in a decade.
So why, you'll be right to ask, 87 million, when so many more than this need our help? The plan sets out where we need to focus our collective energy first. It's therefore based on excruciating life and death choices. Beyond that, of course, there is so much more that we must and should be doing.
And China's Navy hospital ship, Silk Road Ark, is helping ease the medical crisis in Jamaica after the powerful October hurricane Melissa left hospitals struggling and hundreds waiting for surgery. The ship is on a 12-day mission, recently docking in Montego Bay, Kingston, and Falmouth to treat local residents. Officials say nearly 2,000 people have been seen and more than 260 surgeries completed, including cataract removals and hernia repairs. One patient from Montego Bay saying he waited 3 years for help but got his surgery within hours on board.
Awesome. Everything is very awesome. Everybody work together. Everybody's clean. Everybody's friendly. They attend to you same time.
Still to come in our news, today in history, find out interesting facts about the day that was December 8th. Then in our news at 7:30, the countdown to Bay is on, and this year it's not just about finding your seat. It's about playing along. From trivia to color codes, Junkanoo goes digital with Alive. But first,
5 days after the Coalition of Independents gathered downtown to protest against the new smugglers bill, members of the Free National Movement are joining the chorus. Stay tuned to Our News tonight for more details.
It's all coming up when Our News returns.
It doesn't have to end in chaos. Before it escalates, take a breath. Step back. Choose peace. Listen to understand. Respectful conversations lead to real solutions. I am Sergeant 3599 Johnson of the Royal Bahamas Police Force, urging you, let's talk it out, not fight it out.
Are you ready for the stormy season? Don't wait until the storm clouds gather. Contact the experts at Alive Business today and let us help you prepare for this hurricane season. For a limited time only, you can get 50% off our Bahamas Cloud, the ultimate solution to secure your data and communications, ensuring they're accessible even in the worst of weather conditions. Don't let the storm catch you off guard this season. Stay ahead of the game with Bahamas Cloud from Alive Business.
It's more than a podcast. It's a movement. This is Breaking the Silence with Junior Clovis, where conversations we avoid finally have a place to breathe. Every story, every struggle, every breakthrough is brought to light, unfiltered and unspoken until now. Join us this Sunday at 2 p.m. as we confront the topics that matter, share real experiences, and change the conversation around mental health together. Watch, listen,
break the silence.
The dangers are escalating. Vaping liquid marijuana is on the rise, damaging lungs and increasing stroke risk. And a deadly new trend, lean, cough syrup, soda, and candy, a lethal combination that can cause seizures and even death. Possession means arrest and prosecution. I am Corporal 2641 Rory Fox of the Royal Bahamas Police Force. Protect your loved ones. Learn more by visiting our website.
On this day in Bahamian history in 1881, underwater film pioneer John Ernest Williamson was born. He shot the world's first undersea movie right here in the Bahamas and led expeditions in 1929 and 1939. In 1920, Harry Cordo became governor, overseeing pine cutting on New Providence and a prohibition-fueled boom in whiskey imports. And in 2008, renowned dancer Hubert Farrington, founder of the Nassau Civic Ballet, died after a hit and run on Mackey Street. To learn more about the events that shaped the day that was December 8th, head over to rnews.bs. Well, it's not every day you run into a Bahamian author, and it's even rarer to meet a young Bahamian author who also plays baseball. Our Sasha Lightbourne had that awesome opportunity when she ran into Dalen Adderley, a baseball player who just released his first book.
I decided to write a book because my journey in my college career has been way different than a lot of people.
Meet 24-year-old Dalen Adderley. He's the author of a new book called The Game About Life.
I've been to 4 different schools in my college career, and I was able to, become an All-American and a Player of the Year. And I just feel like all the struggles that I had with my faith was very important to give to the community and the young people to carry on in their lives.
And the journey for Dalen continues. He's hopeful that at the end of that journey, he will be playing in the major leagues.
If you look at the statistics, like D1 players, they get to the MLB very quicker than, other people. So in my mindset, when I started at the D2 and then I went to JUCO and I went to 2 D1s, I had that mindset, I have to get to where the competition is in order to, progress.
Dalen attended Tusculum University, Wabash Valley College, Texas Southern University, and Loyola Marymount University. Right now, he is home coaching young athletes and training for future opportunities in professional baseball.
This book would get them in a foundation with Christ and knowing that their identity is in Christ. So even if they don't make it to the MLB, like me as a content creator as well, so they can go in all they could go in the front office, they can be a manager of a team, they could be owner of a team.
And here's what Adderley wants most from those who read the book.
If you need your players to get more of a edge, is what, a lot of people want. I think this is a book that you gotta let them read and just, even read it with them to get them to understand the tips and tricks that they need to go through in life in order to get to where they want to be.
Now, for those of you who wish to purchase the book, you can connect with Dalen on his social media pages, or you can purchase it on Amazon. Reporting for our news, I'm Sasha Lightbourne.
All right, thanks so much for that, Sasha. If you want to watch that story again and for all of today's top stories, visit rnews.bs. That's going to do it for us in News at 7. Up now, Natalia Hall. She's got the latest headlines. Happy Monday, Natalia.
Happy Monday, Candido.
Welcome to the start of another week.
Yes, so grateful. And before we take this quick break, don't forget to stay locked into our news all month long for your shot at that brand new, and no, I don't get tired saying it, brand new 2025 Hyundai Creta. It's our ultimate giveaway with a live and auto mall. To learn more, just visit ournews.bs to learn how you can win. Good luck. Here are your latest headlines. First tonight on our news, live at 7:30.
5 days after the Coalition of Independents gathered downtown to protest against the new smugglers bill, members of the Free National Movement are joining the chorus. Stay tuned to our news tonight for more details.
Also, frustrated faculty workers at the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute are demanding immediate action on unresolved issues dating back to 2023. We'll tell you about the protest at the office of the Prime Minister straight ahead. Plus, a Colombian woman previously banned from the Atlantis resort has been arrested for trespassing after returning to the property. And later, a new way to experience Jam Canoe. Our news anchor Kendino Knowles talks with organizers who say your phone will play a big role on Bay Street this year. The story when our news at 7:30 returns.
Kendino Knowles here, and thank you so much for watching. Be sure and hit that follow button if you want to see more stories like this. Be sure and follow all of the R News social media pages. And hey, don't forget, turn on your notifications so you never miss out on top stories from the team you already trust.
If you've got termites and need to get rid of them fast, trust Rentokil Initial. With over 60 years experience in the Bahamas, the global brand, training, and expertise can't be beat. Only Rentokil Initial gives you a 3-year warranty and payment plan options on termite fumigation. No one can match the range of treatments we offer, such as fumigation, pre-construction treatments, termite monitoring, and more. No matter where you are in the Bahamas, we will come to you. When it comes to complete termite eradication, there's only one name, Rentokil Initial.
Whether you're battling a chronic condition or offsetting a new injury, Doctors Hospital's comprehensive rehab services offer the help you need now.
Go to doctors.
3 advanced facilities at Collins Avenue, Carmichael Road, in Cable Beach means your personalized plan for care is just a visit away. From physiotherapy to occupational therapy and speech and language pathology, our team approach is all about rebuilding together. For a full list of services, visit doctorshosp.com/rehabilitation. Doctors Hospital, trusted and best care now. Isn't your health worth it?
It's Christmas, come again. Time for color, family and friends. Red and green, the perfect pair. For a season so sincere. Baby Jesus.
Welcome to our news. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Natalia Hall. First tonight, the Free National Movement joining a growing list of critics calling on government to kill the smuggling of migrants Bill 2025. Party supporters marched to the House of Assembly this morning to speak out. Among them was F&M leader Michael Pintard, who says they have significant concerns about several provisions of the bill. Our Joshua Williams was at this morning's march and filed this report.
Before debate began on the Smuggling of Migrants Bill 2025, members of the Free National Movement marched from the Old City Market parking lot on Market Street to the House of Assembly downtown, voicing their objections to the bill. The Davis administration says one of the main goals of the bill is to strengthen border security and international cooperation as a means to prevent and combat migrant smuggling. But F&M leader Michael Pintard isn't buying it. He says the proposed legislation raises more questions than answers.
One of the major concerns we had is the sort of blanket immunity it provides to persons who we do not consider victims, who willingly participate in paying money to bad actors in order to come in our country.
But the F&M isn't the only critic. The Coalition of Independents also protested the bill last week, taking issue with Section 11 of the bill. That section focuses on immunity from prosecution of smuggled migrants. In Parliament today, the leader of government business in the House of Assembly, Wayne Monroe, announced a controversial section is being removed from the bill. Now, Attorney General Ryan Pinder last week sought to clarify the bill, saying while it's important to understand questions, residents shouldn't be misled by misinformation.
If there is a pregnant woman, regardless of migrant status, it's a responsible thing to give them proper care, right? If you're injured, it's the responsible thing to get proper care. If you have a child who is without their guardians or parents, it's the responsible thing as a child, as having a minor who has no parent, to provide them the proper care.
The party also wants to see a better plan to tackle immigration.
We launched Operation Shield and indicated where we stand. We need to hear from the government where they stand. This bill does not accomplish what they claim they're trying to solve, and we believe that they ought to kill the bill.
All right, thanks so much for that, Josh. Well, 1 week after staging a sit-out at the main entrance to the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute's Old Trail Road campus, frustrated faculty workers took their concerns to the office of the Prime Minister. The group sat peacefully near the entrance to the office. They were joined by the president of the Bahamas Union of Auxiliary Professionals in Education, Ernesto Williams. The workers are calling for Prime Minister Philip Davis to intervene and address outstanding issues which date back to 2023. Some of those issues include withheld increments, contract issues, staff development, and what workers called a hostile environment. They also want outgoing BTVI President Dr. Linda Davis removed from her post immediately. In mid-October, the BTVI board announced Davis will be stepping down as president on December 20th to pursue new opportunities, but BTVI faculty say they're fed up and can't wait a few more weeks. Sound engineer instructor Lawrence Clark says they moved their sit-out to the office of the Prime Minister to show just how serious they are.
The time frame for negotiation is done. So this is just really for us to sit down and just roll out what we said we were going to do. And so we cannot get any response from the leadership at BTVI. We have no choice but to come here. The IA's purpose is for progress, but it's been a lot of delay and really ultimately it seems as the leadership has shown that they do not respect the faculty. And so here it is now, ending of 2026, and we cannot get what is owed to us, inclusive of our annual increment, which is guaranteed. And so right now, the faculty has 14 outstanding items, that is from the IA.
Well, a Colombian woman who was previously banned from the Atlantis Hotel was arrested for trespassing after she returned to the property. 21-year-old Jesblidi Velasquez Perez was arrested on December 6 after security officers near Barsol. On December 6, she pleaded guilty to the charge when she stood before Senior Magistrate Anishka Isaacs. Perez was given the option of paying a $50 fine or spending a month in prison. Tickets went on sale this morning for the 2025 National Junkanoo Parades, but not without a few glitches. Users were not able to access the Alive's event app and purchase tickets, but the issue was resolved and customers were able to purchase tickets for both the Boxing Day and New Year's Day Junkanoo Parades online and in store. Alive Senior Communications Coordinator Taja Longley says how you can purchase your tickets and how Alive is keeping the process smooth for everyone.
So we did have an issue for about an hour or two this morning where people weren't able to get onto the account, but we've since resolved that. The lines have cleared inside the stores. People are getting served. People are getting tickets. There are still tickets available. So now's the time. Go on the Alive Events app and you should be able to have a smooth experience and get your Junkanoo tickets. So our teams are still on and actively monitoring the situation. We are always on and always working for the people. We just want to reassure that we have eyes on everything. We have eyes on the situation to make sure that everything goes smoothly from here on out.
All right, and if you haven't gotten your Junkanoo tickets, there's still a good chance to secure your spot. Rawson Square may be sold out, but 3,200 seats are still available for Boxing Day. That's about 40% of all seats, and if you're aiming for New Year's Day, you're in even better shape. 80% of those seats are still up for grabs. You can purchase tickets online with a credit card or in store if you're planning on paying with cash. Well, Junkanoo fans are getting more than just a seat this year. They're getting a whole new year to experience the parade, new way rather, to experience the parade. From live trivia to color-coded seating and GPS directions, organizers say your phone will play a big role on Bay Street. Our news anchor, Candino Knowles, has more on the new in-parade fun that's about to change how you watch Junkanoo. Let's take a look.
Forget just sitting and watching the groups rush by on Bay Street, because for at least the next 4 years, Junkanoo is alive, and the company, through its new partnership with government and the National Junkanoo Committee, is giving every fan something new to do between the rush. For the first time ever, spectators will be able to play games, answer trivia, and win prizes, all while the parade is happening.
We have a polling feature, an interactive game that's coming out. As the groups pass, what we can do is from the background, we're able to send trivia questions so persons can win different prizes. for our customers to interact.
Alive Digital Applications Manager Tanya Bain says it's meant to keep the excitement going, even in those long breaks between groups, turning each section into its own mini celebration.
So instead of you listening to just, not listening, but just the Rossum Square is actually having that, what you call that thing? That moment. You have it down in the other sections as well. And then the new sections that we're introducing is section AA. That will be directly in front of the straw market.
But before the fun begins, fans will notice something new on their tickets too. Every digital ticket now comes with a color-coded barcode, making it easier to find exactly where you belong on Bay Street.
The barcode will actually be color coordinated with your section. So the lower tier sections, the mid-tier sections, the higher tier sections, they will all have their unique colors, which will be easily identifiable for customers.
And when you get to the parade, there's help for the part everyone struggles with: finding your seat. This year, the Alive Events app uses GPS to guide you directly to your section.
We decided to just, try a different avenue. And I said, listen, I always use my GPS when I'm traveling. Let me use my GPS when I'm walking. And we tested it out and it worked. And I started screaming because I was like, yes.
Organizers walked the full parade route themselves to map out every row and section, making GPS seating possible. Combined with the new interactive trivia and color-coded tickets, they say the goal is to make Junkanoo smoother and smarter from start to finish. Reporting for our news, I'm Kendino Knowles.
All right, thanks so much for that, Kendino. Nice weather to kick off the work week, but what else can we expect for the next few days? Meteorologist Greg Thompson is in the Weather Center with their first look. Greg, what can you tell us?
Yeah, thanks, Italian. A happy Monday evening, everybody. A beautiful shot on the outside. That roundabout sitting there at Blue Hill, roundabout on East Street. Some nice Christmas lights out there. We're looking for the Christmas season. Of course, we want to remind you to remember the reason for the season. Outside our studios, though, it's pretty on the warm side, pretty warm. 79 degrees with a few clouds. Your winds are out of the west, so we have a bit of a breeze, but your field-side temperature is at 77. Satellite radar composite, we have a couple of frontal boundaries dropping across the northwest Bahamas. The first one pulling out towards the east. Brought some showers and some isolated thunderstorms to the Grand Bahama as well as the Abacos earlier this morning. Second one now moving through the Grand Bahama and the Bimini area as well as Abaco, giving those some showers and some thunderstorms. And then there's a third one across central Florida. That one will be dropping in across our area by tomorrow afternoon and into Wednesday. That will bring us a slight cool down for Thursday, but we expect another frontal boundary to be getting here for the end of the weekend and into early next week. Could bring us a couple more showers during that time frame. That's a quick check on conditions around the islands. Stick with us. A look at your extended forecast is still to come.
Still to come in our news, the Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies Limited is partnering with the Salvation Army to deliver Christmas support packages to families in Grantstown. Essential items and holiday goods aim to ease the burden for those in need this holiday season. Also, Bahamar is bringing the holiday spirit to life with a full month of music and entertainment at its jazz club. Guests can look forward to special performances and signature holiday events throughout the month of December. And that's all coming up when our news returns.
It's Christmas, come again. Time for color, family and friends. Red and green, the perfect pair. For a season so sincere. Baby Jesus in a manger. Loved ones who once were perfect strangers. At the same place, coloring supreme. Let us bring to life your Christmas dreams.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home healthcare supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price, and you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you. At the Airport Industrial Park, and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
The Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies Limited is doing their part to spread holiday cheer this Christmas. They're partnering with the Salvation Army this holiday season, providing Christmas support packages to 50 to 100 families in the Grantstown community who are currently in need of additional assistance. That giveaway taking place at their corporate office on Thursday of last week. Administration and Marketing Manager Felicia Larimore Ferguson says included in the packages were essential items and holiday goods to help ease the burden during this time of the year. And the give back isn't just here in New Providence.
This initiative is something Bahamas Medical does every single year as a part of our corporate social responsibility. And this year we have chosen the Salvation Army to give back, and we have packaged over 100 bags. Their initial request was 50 to 100 families, and I think we've surpassed that. Between our Nassau office as well as our retail office in Freeport, Grand Bahama. So the Crane and Grantstown Salvation Army, we're giving back to that area this year, along with the Freeport community.
Accepting on behalf of the Salvation Army was Major Krista Bryan.
These partnerships are very, very important, especially to those within our community, because they are our lifelines. They are the lifelines of those that we serve. And I know without them, they would be devastated. So would we, because we would not be able to give back without partners like Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies. And so they are our lifelines. And so we're looking forward to great things in the future to come.
Coming up in sports, the floor here at Xfinity becomes a backdrop for Bahamian national pride. And speaking of national pride, the guys go after a gold medal tonight at the Caribbean Baseball Cup, and the indoor track and field season gets underway in NCAA D1.
I'm very excited, and I can't believe it. It's it's a dream come true. When she did call me yesterday about it, I didn't know what to believe. Thanks to Mr. Coleman and this whole staff for what they do, and making sure the customers are taken care of, making sure we enjoy the gaming they do give to us. Chances is the great house to play, even down to the staff, is perfect. They're going to marvel.
Welcome to Paradise Games, where exceptional service meets the ultimate gaming experience. Our dedicated team is here to make every visit a win.
Now this is paradise.
This is more than just a place to play.
Now this is paradise.
It's where excitement meets world-class service.
Now this is paradise.
Now this is paradise.
Come, experience it for yourself. Now this is paradise.
Too many suffer in silence, but silence only protects the abuser. Your feelings are real. Your safety matters. It's time to break the silence. If someone is hurting you, speak up. We will listen. We will help. I am Police Constable 4286 Sinead Douglas of the Royal Bahamas Police Force. Let us build safer communities together.
Don't spend hours sending individual messages to your customers. Use SMS messaging instead. With Cable Bahamas Business Solutions SMS messaging, you can send personalized messages to hundreds or even thousands of recipients instantly. It's quick, effortless, and cost-effective. Plus, it ensures that your messages are delivered directly to your customers' cellular phones, guaranteeing higher engagement. Save time and boost your outreach with SMS bulk messaging. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions at 601-8911 in Nassau or 602-8811 in the Family Islands.
My name is Atreus.
Welcome to Our Sports, presented by 10th Year Seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. Let's do show. Midway in the second quarter, VJ Edgecombe finished an and one over DeAndre Ayton. A few plays later, Ayton got revenge with a block over VJ. DA won the battle. The Lakers won the war. Ayton finished with a double-double, 14 points and 12 boards. Edgecombe scored 15 with 5 boards, and the Lakers took the 112-108 win at the Xfinity Mobile Arena. Ayton shot 7 for 7 from the field and became the first starter in franchise history to have a double-double, a perfect shooting night from the field, and no turnovers. It was the first time the Bahamian national team members have met in the NBA, and Ayton said he came away impressed with the growth of the rookie guard.
We was on different sides tonight, and he definitely put on the show. It was really fun just to see him in an NBA jersey. You know, it felt like a simulation, like a 2K video game, like he just got drafted. I just was with him in the summer, seeing how he developed, and he's developed the three-point shot already. And, you know, just how he's handling the ball. Just handling the ball in traffic as well. I just admired everything, how his team and his vets really, you know, just assure him and I would say just like looked out for him in a way. He looks happy, you know, and I really appreciate them for that. But other than that, they got a dog.
Edgecombe appeared to be released from his minutes restriction, recovering from a calf strain, and played 38 minutes in the loss.
You know, obviously, Brian, good night. You know, we just try to make it tough for everybody. I felt like we did that pretty well, to be honest. Yeah. It's just our slow starts to the quarter that caused, like I said, caused the lead to change.
We've seen everything from ridiculous blowouts to one-run finishes, but it all comes down to what Team Bahamas does between the lines tonight at the Andre Rogers National Stadium. The Bahamas will face Curacao tonight with a spot in next year's Central American and Caribbean Games on the line. Game time is set for 7 p.m. and admission is free to all. Sunday night, they advanced with a 2-1 win over St. Martin. In a pitcher's duel, Chavez Fernando went 3 2/3 innings and finished with 4 strikeouts, including the final out. Tied 1-1 after the first, Ferran Charlton broke through in the 5th inning and scored the go-ahead run on a wild pitch.
I mean, from day one, we had a plan of execution. We trust our coaches to put the right guys in the right position to make the play at all times. I'm lucky enough to be the guy to be able to go in there, make the play, and be 100% confident in my corner outfielders to let me know how far I got going on. I thank God for the opportunity to even be here playing for my country right now. It's an amazing feeling to make the play, amazing feeling to keep my team in the game at the end of the day, bring it all home for my country.
The first indoor meet of the season is in the books, and Zion Campbell had the kind of start that makes you think this year is going to be something to remember. At the M-City Classic in Minnesota, Campbell lit up the track and won the 60 in 6.59 seconds, a new facility record at the University Fieldhouse. The leadoff leg on last year's All-American 4x1 team, he also equaled the qualifying standard for next March's World Indoor Championships in Poland. That'll do it for Our Sports. This is 10YS, and that'll do it for us here in Philly, but we'll be back for the playoff run in very, very reasonable July weather.
Still ahead on our news tonight, Bahamar is bringing the holiday spirit to life with a full month of music and entertainment at its jazz club. And Greg is back with your extended weather when our news returns. Stay with us.
"2025 has been a year to remember.
Fire trucks racing to the scene of the massive blaze.
This continued for more than 20 minutes as police officers tried to control the
protesters had marched from Market Street and waited in the hot sun for hours. Well, I'm certainly standing in it.
As I came out, the wind just picked up even more like it was a tornado.
Join us on December 28th at 8 p.m. for our News Year in Review 2025.
NFL season is back, and Cable Bahamas is bringing the action straight to you.
Okay, so let I take it from here. This season, Cable Bahamas is the Bahamas' #1 NFL provider. More games than ever before. With any live fiber infinite bundle, Trio or Trio Plus, you unlock Thursday Night Football, Sunday Ticket in 4K, and every highlight that matters. Just opt in the Sports X for $5 a month.
And don't miss a touchdown. Sign up now.
Watch Thursday Night Football exclusively with Rev and the Live Fiber on channel 747 and 748.
It only takes a second for things to go wrong. Are you prepared? Don't become a statistic. Follow these simple rules. Leave early, obey road signs, wear seatbelts, invest in hands-free devices, and don't drink and drive. I'm Inspector Gerard Cum of the Royal Bahamas Police Force, reminding you that road safety is no accident.
It's more than a podcast, it's a movement. This is Breaking the Silence with Junior Clovis, where conversations we avoid finally have a place to breathe. Every story, every struggle, every breakthrough is brought to light, unfiltered and unspoken until now. Join us this Sunday at 2 p.m. as we confront the topics that matter, share real experiences, and change the conversation around mental health together. Watch, listen, break the silence.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to
This is our news. Welcome back. Couple of frontal boundaries dropping into the area. We won't really call them cold fronts, even though most of the cold air mass will stay well to the north of us. But they will bring us some showers and some isolated thunderstorms. The first one moving through the northwest Bahamas, basically pulling towards the east and away from us. Then you have a second one moving into Grand Bahama as we speak. That's bringing some showers and some thunderstorm activity across the Bimini area, actually. Grand Bahama and the Abacos. And then there's a second one behind that. That's across the Lake Okeechobee area, Central Florida. That's the one that's going to be getting in here sometime by Wednesday, Thursday. That should bring us a slight cool down, but we don't expect much in terms of any real significant cool down with this front. Another front expected by the end of the week. Wider look showing where those frontal boundaries are attached to. Storm system across the eastern portion of the United States, dropping quite a bit of snow across that area, as well as some showers on the offshore area. High pressure will build behind that for the balance of the week. That should provide us with some nice weather. And as I mentioned, we could possibly see another front by the end of the week. Taking a look at the future forecast, the moisture associated with that boundary to the north of us staying well to the north, and that's going to slowly, gradually move towards the capital by tomorrow, bringing us some showers, increased showers and thunderstorm activity. And through Wednesday, that frontal boundary will stall a bit across the central Bahamas, but most of the activity will be pulling out. So we should see some clearing by the end of the week. Boating forecast for the northwest Bahamas, it's going to be a little rough out there on the water. Small craft caution in effect starting tonight. Risk of rip currents will be increasing. Northwesterly winds tonight, but they will be shifting tomorrow, becoming north to northeast, 15 to 20 knots, and they will be gusting higher times. Seas will be running a very rough 4 to 7 feet over open waters. High tide is at 10:39 tonight. Low tide takes place at 4:44 in the morning. Central and southeast Bahamas, rip current risk exists down there. Verbal winds at 5 to 10 knots, and your seas will be running 1 to 3 feet, but slightly higher along Atlantic exposures. Here's a look now at your national forecast. In the extended forecast, showers and thunderstorms in the forecast Tuesday and Wednesday as that front holds up across our area, so we'll keep that in there. Temperatures will take a slight dip, but by Thursday we expect our conditions to be gradually improving, and then by the weekend, as I mentioned, we could see another frontal boundary bringing us some more showers during that time frame. That's a look at our weather. Make it a safe night, everybody.
All right, thanks so much for that, Greg. While we are officially in the holiday season and the Bahama Resort is getting into the spirit in a big way, the resort is rolling out a full month of music and entertainment at its jazz club featuring special guests and signature holiday performances tonight. The assistant director shares what guests can expect this December. The Jazz Club at the Baha Mar Resort is gearing up for a lively December with a festive lineup of shows and big-name performers set to take the stage. Assistant Director Melini Young-Lau says the Jazz Club delivers a carefully curated, luxurious Caribbean experience, one that keeps guests coming back.
We have our Divas, which is put on by Kia Knowles and the Encore Band, and it features some of our more prominent vocalists here, so it's super exciting. We also have John Batiste, our namesake. He's coming in on the 19th and the 20th. And also we have PJ Morton on the 13th and 14th, I believe.
She says one of the most anticipated nights is December 19th when John Baptiste brings his energy to the stage, adding, guests can expect a night filled with dancing, laughter, and signature cocktails.
He thrives on the energy of the room and the space and the people. What we can always expect is a second line, which is very much like a Drunken Rush Out. And he will interact with the guests in-house to create a space where there's plenty of dancing, a lot of brass.
And did you know it's been 1 year since the Jazz Club opened its doors? Young-Lau says the feedback has been overwhelmingly positive.
We have found that we have become a very integral part of the Bahamian entertainment and leisure scene. I think we are very fortunate to have a very core audience of Caribbean people, especially Bahamian nationals that come here and support us.
And for anyone hoping to attend this year's holiday performances, she says now is the time to book before tickets run out. All event details and reservations are online at bahamar.com/jazzclub.
Our reservations are on a first-come, first-served basis, and the room sells out very quickly. So if you plan on spending time with us during the holiday season, please, I encourage you to book online.
All right, sounds so exciting. If you want to see that story again, is available now at ournews.bs. And with that, we thank you so much for joining us for our news tonight. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Natalia Hall. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great evening.
Hi, and thank you for watching. I'm Natalia Hall. Be sure and hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. Click right over here. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to see more content from the team you already trust.